like that. Yeah.
And then I think last time since we spoke, you and Mozzy cleaned it up, whatever that was.
I ain't never talked to him.
You and Mozzy?
Mm-mm.
It was like a thing on the internet.
No, it was. Oh no, I said no. I ain't. Nigga ain't worried about. You feel me? But me and him never seen each other, talk to each other.
Okay, ever. I guess it was I don't know where this shit came from, but I guess you and Mozzy squashed beef.
I mean, bro. I mean, that's.
Did you hear the same thing? Because I've heard it.
I ain't heard it. I ain't talked to him. I ain't seen him. I ain't feel me. Like I
let them. You say something? Oh, all right, go ahead.
You know, I let them do whatever they do. I do what I do. I stay in my lane. You feel me? But yeah, it ain't.
I don't know. It was probably
that's some rap shit, bro.
Yeah.
That's just some rap shit. You feel me? Like that's some rap shit. That ain't nothing more, nothing less.
As you can see, Philthy Rich looks at his situation with Mozzy strictly as rap beef, at least for now. In his eyes, nothing physical has taken place between the two, so it hasn't crossed that invisible line where it becomes something deeper than music. Until that happens, Philthy doesn't feel like it's something that needs to be taken beyond records, interviews, or social media commentary. But here's the part people overlook. Just because it hasn't gotten physical doesn't mean it's not serious. What we do know is that if they haven't had a real conversation since the diss records dropped, then the lines of communication are officially broken. And when communication dies, reconciliation usually follows right behind it. At this point, it's safe to say they'll never be cool again, not how they once were. People keep asking, if all it takes is a conversation, why hasn't it happened yet? And the answer is simple, because both sides cross lines. Once violations happen publicly, through music and social media, pride kicks in, ego kicks in, respect gets questioned. Diss records aren't just lyrics, they're statements. Social media outbursts aren't just emotions, they're messages to the world. And once those messages are out there, you can't pull them back. From Philthy's perspective, the betrayal runs deeper than rap. Philthy looks at Mozzy as a traitor because Mozzy welcomed Messy Marv into his circle, while Philthy was actively having issues with him. In street culture and rap culture, that matters. Who you associate with speaks volumes, especially when tensions already exist. To Philthy, that move wasn't neutral. It was a side being chosen. And that decision is exactly what pushed Philthy to link up with CML Lavish D. From that moment on, the situation stopped being simple. The lines became blurred, loyalty got questioned, alliances shifted. And once alliances shift, it's almost impossible to rewind the clock. You can't pretend things didn't happen when the music, the interviews, and the posts are all still out there for the world to replay. That's why forgiveness is hard in this situation. This isn't just about hurt feelings. It's about reputation, respect, and standing on principle. Going back to how things used to be would require both sides to publicly eat crow, and neither one seems willing to do that. And it doesn't stop with them. A lot of other rappers, even ones outside of this situation, have quietly chosen sides. You don't even need inside information to see it. All you have to do is listen to the music. Look at who's featured. Look at who's being shouted out. Scroll through Instagram and pay attention to who's in the pictures, who's missing, and who's suddenly front and center. In today's rap culture, affiliation is advertised. People aren't hiding who they rock with anymore. They're publicizing it. And once those visuals and records exist, they become permanent markers of where people stand. At this point, the beef may still be labeled rap, but the damage is real. The bridges aren't just burned, they're gone. And even if nothing physical ever happens, the separation is already complete. Sometimes, the loudest beefs aren't the ones with violence. They're the ones where respect is lost, loyalty is questioned, and silence replaces communication. And once it gets to that stage, there's no going back.